Hi, I'm Euge Valovirta, and this is about, well, like the heading says, ultimate touring, traveling rig. Obviously, this is just, take this as a grain of salt, because whatever is ultimate to me might not be ultimate to you or something completely different. But this is just has helped my life, especially touring life and traveling and setting up the gear and playing and help our front of house make helped everyone's life in the touring party, so to say. So what I have here, I've done a few videos of my live gear, but it has changed a little bit, so I just decided to do this because I'm leaving. When I'm filming this, I'm leaving actually tomorrow, first to Finland, where I have some production work and some like a private party kind of hired gun thing shows, and then I'm going to Sweden, where we have a show, or maybe was it two shows, at least one show with Cyhra, and then music video shootings and songwriting sessions and stuff. So what is great that I can travel with my rig, because I'm not obviously driving from Switzerland to Finland, and from Finland to Sweden I'm flying. So I need to have my rig, that I can carry with me in an airplane. Obviously this goes to the cargo, but anyway. So first what I have, I'm gonna film with my mobile phone. This is like a Thoman's version of Pelican case. I've had this now I think for like 2 or 3 years. Works just fine. Do not eat silica gel, maybe to keep the thing dry. I don't know, that's probably done already. And then what I have, I'm using wirelesses. We're gonna get into that. Spare cable is always, good to have. That is there. Then I have these two XLR cables. This is for my spare rig, which is even smaller. We're gonna get into that too, but because it outputs, there's no XLR output, so I'm converting the cables with this one, because I need two XLRs that goes into our monitor mixer, and from there via Dante to our front of house mixer. Then just a spare 3M dual lock tape, some little pieces and parts I might need. These leave in there. Then we have a bottom. This is when I was using like analog pedals, so I had a couple of spare pedals, they were mounted there. Then what goes there is my, now I need to put the phone away for a while. This is my main rig. So it's Neural DSP's quad Cortex, and then this Missions Expression pedal. I'm mostly using it as a wah, but we have a song, actually 2 songs with Cyhra, where I'm using it actually as a whammy. This is really cool. There's 2 XLRs, like I said, going to our stage mixer, mixing box, and from there to our in-ears, to our monitor mixing desk, to front of house, and so on. So when I got this, I just used the stock stuff that comes with this. Worked great, but now what I've done, I've captured all of my amps here, every single one. And I actually posted a video last week where I captured my dual rectifier, and I'm gonna actually use that recto on these forthcoming shows. So all 3 channels are being used. To get into more detail, check out that video. I also uploaded, downloaded those captures to my Cortex cloud. You can have them for free. Just go in there, pick them up. It's just the amp, so you need an IR with them. I'm using Josh Middleton's IRs, because he has a really similar taste than me when it comes to sounds, guitar sounds and sounds in general, and he has the same cabinets than I. Oversized Mesa with V30s, couple of Marshall cabinets with Marshall vintages, EVH greenbacks. So it was just like, man, this is great. The guy has the same gear. He has a block letter. He has a 3-channel rectifier. So yeah, so he's IR. So that's my main rig. You know, I can go anywhere, always having my sound. I don't need to rent stuff, because this here, you don't see it. I film this rack. This used to be my old touring rack. I had the two JCM 800s, then at some point I had two 5150s in there, some point two Fryet, or it was called VHT, then SIG X heads, and then 1 or 2 cabinets. This is a little bit more convenient. Obviously, I won't be able to travel these. I mean, yes, if I would play in a band that does stadiums and arenas, and we travel with, you know, 40 trucks or whatever, then it doesn't matter if your guitar rig is that size or bigger or this size. But, you know, with Cyhra, we're mostly playing clubs and theaters. And, you know, we try to minimize the costs, but without sacrificing the quality of feel and sound and tone. So this one goes here to the bottom. It's amazing. I can finally play with all my beloved amps, you know, no matter where I am, because the capturing is amazing. I still can't quite, you know, understand or how, well, yeah, it just works. Cool. Then there is this biodynamic pouch. What I have here is a power for my nano spare rig, then spare, you know, wireless antenna cables, spare wireless back guitar, you know, transmitter cables, because one of the most important rules, always have a spare for everything. I've had my amps or my gear broken a few times during the years, and those, I think 3 or 4 times, those are the only times I didn't have a spare. So at least in my experience, when you want to make sure that your gear works flawlessly, that you don't need anything else, bring a spare. If you don't bring, something will eventually break, then you're effed up. Okay, that goes there. Then I have some, you know, gaffer tape, some roadie gloves, because sometimes you need to, you know, be a roadie too. Great. And then, like it says, spare. This is a Neurals Nano Cortex. This is also, if I want to play backstage or in the bus, you know, before the show. So this is great. I have 4 presets here, 4 my main presets. Heavy sound, crunch sound, lead sound, clean sound. Heavy sound and lead sound, it's exactly the same. The lead sound just has a little bit of delay. The crunch sound is this time is the channel 2 vintage mode. The heavy and lead is the channel 3 modern mode, and the clean is the clean channel on the clean mode. And you know, if for whatever reason I feel like changing, I can change into whatever amp. I have my 5150s on the quad Cortex, not here at the moment, my Plexis, whatever. This is my spare, and the power in that pouch is for this one, just in case. That goes here. So it looks pretty neat, right? Then is my cable snake. So everything travels here. The power to the board comes from the stage. Here, this one is a in yellow. I have in, you know, marked there. This is wireless out, and these are the XLRs. So other end there, another end to the side of the stage where I get the power. Really easy to load in, load out, and set up. It takes approximately, depending on the size of the stage, from 1 to 5 minutes. I'm ready to rock and roll. Now that is there. Nice. And this is my wireless. This is Sennheiser's latest, kind of their flagship model. Thank you, Sennheiser, for supporting me and Cyhra through many years. This is amazing stuff. This is, I think this is like 2 or 3K, the whole thing with the belt packs, and you know, we are endorsed, so thank you, Sennheiser. And here actually my the board gets the power, everything, and then this only one cable goes to the venue's wall. Then I have everything there. So that's the wireless. It goes here, and then there we go. It's done. Okay, then about the cases. So this is Quantum Industries, fantastic case. It fits 2 guitars. I'm going to take kimono with me, you know, put it there. And then I have actually my signature, the black one. It is at the moment in Finland, because I was playing many shows there last year. So I left it there, and I'm gonna just grab it there when I go. Then I have my wirelesses. This is LP, which means Les Paul, because the strap is a little bit different length than on the Strat. And here's the Sennheiser belt packs, and I have this ESP wristbands, you know, just to protect them from sweat, and it looks cool too. This is for the Strat. They live there. And then, you know, here's some, you know, these where you can put stuff. So I have my guitar pillow, you know, changing strings. Here's my in-ears. Here's my spare in-ears. Again, I have a spare for everything. Yes, it's a bit expensive because these both are molded to my in-ears. My ears. We're talking 4 figures of this. But man, you know, I'd rather pay a little bit to feel confident and save, to make sure that these won't break, because I have a spare. If I wouldn't have a spare, it probably will break. And there's spare in-ear cables. And I'm gonna put strings and my setup tools, everything here, because I'm still kind of packing while I'm filming this. So that is that. Quantum Industries, great stuff. And this, like I said, this fits 3 guitars, but I'm only usually carrying 2. Well, there's more space for, you know, whatever stuff, and you never know if you might come from a tour with more guitars than you left, because what happened when we were in Japan. I went there with 2 guitars, but I came back with 3, because I found this absolutely fantastic MIJ N4 from Osaka. You know, I bought it and I had a extra space there, so this guy traveled safely home with me. So, you know, but that's basically it. It's quite a bit smaller than what I mean, when I was playing with real big amps, I only did shows in Finland with these, because you can't just, you know, and it was always renting stuff, you know, renting stuff here and there, festivals, and then you never really quite know, even if you have a technical writer, which is JCM 800 2203, and then there's 2210, which I don't like, or a 51, well, 5150 was, but no matter what it says, sometimes, I mean, I played shows, one Shining Soul with the Fender Champ, because, sorry, that's all we got. Everything else broke, because this festival has been going for, oh, well, okay. So that's one of the reasons why I moved into this, just not to, you know, and I know I always have my amps with me in a digital form, and nowadays those things sound and feel like playing with the real deal, at least to me, and at least the Quad Cortex. So yeah, I think that was it. Hopefully you get some ideas and tips from this. This is the stuff I've been using for the last year or so. I mean, previously before Quad Cortex, I had a Blue Guitars Amp 1, which I still have. It's a great amp, and I used that amp. Like last year, I used that when I did my solo shows, because those were old school shows. So we had real cabinets, no in-ears, nothing, old school wedges, playing loud. And, I just rented a cabinet, or actually borrowed a cabinet from a friend and did those shows, because it's a great amp. I still have that. But with the Quad Cortex, I can have my amps, my actual amps captured a great way, and it's so fast to set up. I have all the pedals, everything I need inside Quad Cortex. And if I feel like playing one day with a Boogie, another day with a 5150, another day with a Plexi, I can do that. How cool is that? But yeah, and Quad Cortex isn't the only option. The Kemper does great stuff. Many of my friends uses those. Fractal does great stuff. Henrik from Evergrey, he used Fender Tone Master. We did a tour with them last year. Sounded great, worked great. I just decided to use Quad Cortex because I really like their plugins, and I have their plugins inside the Quad Cortex too that are compatible, like the Soldano, the Nameless X, which is pretty much like heavily modded Plexi, kind of like what this is, and then the Gojira I have there. I also have other their plugins, Nolly, but I think Nolly isn't available yet for Quad Cortex. But it's cool to if you sound bad, you can't blame the gear. You can only blame the person who is watching you from the men's or women's room mirror. All right, thanks for watching. See you on tour elsewhere, here in YouTube, whatnot. Rock and roll.